What's going on, guys? Today we're talking bold NRL predictions for the 2023 season. So I did a TikTok video about this about a week ago and asked everyone to drop me what their bold predictions were for the 2023 season. And I want to go through what everyone else sort of said and have a bit of a chuckle at some of them and see if there's any logic to any of them as well. So if you do have any bold 2023 NRL predictions, drop them in the comments as well. I'd love to see them, and we can come back at the end of the year and we can be like, wow, I was way off, or damn, you got that, you nailed that one. Absolutely nailed that one. So my three bold predictions were, I don't think they were overly bold, but I am picking not the Dolphins, Penrith to go back to back to back. I think they're going to get the three-peat this year. And I picked Dolphins, Ford and Spoon, and Parramatta to still play finals footy, even though they lost about 8 or 9 players. So that were my bold predictions for the year. Can't wait to come back to this video in a year's time and see how we did. Well, at the end of when's the season finish? End of September. All right, let's have a look. I'm on TikTok now. Let's go through these and have a little read and see what people are saying. Mine is Roosters win the premiership and beat the Rabbits in the final. Bulldogs just make the 8 and Broncos just miss out in 9th. I think the Broncos will finish about 9th. I think they'll be fighting for the 8 again, but I just think they're going to just miss out. Bulldogs to just make the 8. I think they're going to be in that same little pack. There's usually one or two games separating 7th to about 12th. I think they'll be in that pack as well. Could scrape in. And then Roosters to win the premiership, man. Definitely a possibility. Manly win. All right. Broncos to get the spoon. Broncos can't get the spoon. I think there's a good chance. I'm not saying they will, but I think there's a good chance Broncos could suck. Not because they suck or, you know what I mean, like 1 to 13, they've got a sick team. But that's just the little bit of depth there that I'm worried about. And just, Payne Haas stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like, Reynolds is getting more and more injury prone every year. And, those two guys really carried that team last year. And it's going to be hard for Payne Haas to be right. I mean, it's when your mum's going through something that she's going through, it's pretty hard to then go like, all right, I'm going to be focusing on footy when your mum's essentially going to be facing it's essentially a murder trial in the coming year. That would not be fun. All right, everyone has Dragons for the spoon. For the past 5 years, it never happened. Yeah, I've never had the Dragons as a spoon. I've always thought Dragons are a pretty solid team, but there's definitely a chance they could get spoon this year. Not good stuff going on down there. Massively mismanaged salary cap. They have the most top paid players in the top 50 and they don't really have a superstar, so don't know how that happened. Panthers to not make the 8, Raiders to win the premiership, Roosters to get the wooden spoon. Someone's been twirling the glass pipe. None of that stuff will happen. Dolphins not going to be as bad as everyone says. They're going to be pretty bad, but it's not their fault. They got a year to get put together. All the superstars stayed where they were, and I really think they should have helped out the Dolphins a little bit more. I really think give them an extra like $500K in the salary cap or something for the first few years. They could have thrown that on top of a salary to get a superstar, or just bought another real good role player with that. Something like that would have helped out a lot. Seabolt to take Manly to the finals. Ooh, I don't know about that, man. We'll have to wait and see. But a lot of people ask me about Manly and how I think they're going to go this year, and my answer is I have no idea. They could make the 8 and be a premiership threat. I don't think they have the juice to win it or anything. Or they could finish the spoon. It's hard. It really depends on Turbo and how he comes. 3 Dragons will come last. 2 Broncos top 5. DCE to get dropped for Origin. I think DCE will definitely get picked for the first couple Origins, but if they get dusted up, they might blood someone new. Dragons will come last. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Dragons top 5. Broncos top 5. Maybe Broncos good. Like I said, 1 to 13. Great team, man. Great team. Cowboys to miss the 8. Funny you say that. I actually tipped that end of last year, I said I think them and Sharks. I was like, I think they had a little bit of a lucky year, a lot of wins they sort of just scraped in, and pretty easy schedules and stuff like that. But they've got a really easy schedule again, and I think Cowboys will be there. Broncos top 8, Roosters win the grand final, Dragons wooden spoon. None of that sounds undoable for me. Tigers top 8, we'll have to wait and see. I tell you what though, I looked at Tigers starting 13 the other day, just saw it all in front of me, like all put together, and I was like, damn, it's a pretty good team. Pretty damn good team. I was actually really impressed. Best team they put together in a real long time. Dragons for the spoon. Wow, a lot of people have Dragons for the spoon. Cows and Sharks to retain top 4. Definitely a possibility. And Broncos have pretty much a replica season. Yeah, Fade. I don't mind this at all. This is definitely all very possible. I have Dragons for spoon. I like that. I think that's Parra to make top 6. Mitchell Moses for Dally M. I think Parra could definitely finish top 6 again. Dolphins to make the top 8. Bulldogs to make the finals. Finals week 3. Panthers minor premiership. Rabbitohs versus Roosters GF. Roosters to win 13 plus. Knights to get the spoon. Melbourne to lose round 1 for the first time since 2001. Tigers to make the top 10. Damn, that was a lot. None of that stuff's insane, but I don't know. Dylan Brown, Dally M. Oh, I like that one. Man, I love Dylan Brown, man. All the games Mitchell Moses missed last year, I was like so impressed, man. He's so good. He's so good. Queensland win Origin again. Titans make the 8. Kevy Walters showing the door after round 10. Ooh. Okay, so Queensland to win the Origin. They're underdogs again, as they always are. Game 1 is in Perth, I think. Game 2 is in Queensland. If they can knock that first one off, they're definitely a good chance to win it. To win the Origin. Titans to make the 8. I think Titans will be better than last year. At the very least, win more games than they did last year. And Kevy Walters to get thrown out around round 10. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I don't think if Broncos aren't embedded in the top 8 this year, I think Kevy's gone. Mighty Panthers back to back to back. Yeah, probably, bro. Warriors top 8. You know what? I just hope so. I love the Warriors. They've had such a tough trot the last 2 years with COVID. But you know what? Even though they haven't really improved their squad a whole heap, they're going to pick up games here and there just, because they're going to be playing at home more, you know what I mean? So, plenty of teams don't travel well in the NRL. And, they might pick up some extra home games here and there this year. So I think I've got high hopes for the Warriors. I don't know about top 8, but I think they can go pretty good. Katoni Staggs wins a Dally M. I hope so, man. Love Staggs. I hate the way he gets played. One of the reasons I've said it from, I've been saying Kevy's not a good coach since the start of last year. I don't like the way he plays Staggs. Like, to me, Staggs and Talakai are pretty similar. And you watch the way the Sharkies use Talakai, it's so much better. Like, he's a proper strike weapon and they use him so well. Whereas Staggs, they just peg him the ball when he's under pressure and hope he does something. It's not good. It's actually terrible. And Kevin needs to watch how they play Talakai and get Katoni Staggs involved like that. And then I think Broncos will be better off for it. Warriors will be in the top 8 till round 20. Never know, man. Panthers will have the worst start and will come back to be top 3. Okay, this guy, that's all right. I don't mind that stuff. I'll give you a like for that, brother. Where are you? Panthers 3-peat. Cowboys minor premiership. Bunnies to miss the top 8 by 1 spot. If GI gets injured, that's definitely a possibility. Panthers 3-peat. Definitely. I don't know if Cowboys can minor premiership, bro, but never know, man. I didn't think they were going to make the 8 last year, and here we are. Came second. Dragons wooden spoon. Yep. I Origin changed rules, so that's talking about the who's eligible for what and all that sort of stuff. I don't know a huge amount about it. All I know with Origin is I just want the best players playing. That's all I know for both teams. Jared Croker has to play his 300th game. Storm win the minor premiership. Let's go Roosters. I don't mind any of that. I think Storm are going to shock us, eh? I think Storm are going to be pretty damn good. It's just, yeah. Knights make the top 6. I don't know if you've heard, but Kalen Ponga just injured his calf again. They reckon he might be out for the first few rounds. So I don't know about that, brother. Dragons for the spoon. Damn, that's popular, man. Latrell Mitchell wins the Dally M. If he stays healthy, man, he could do it. Roosters Sharks grand final. I don't mind any of that. Will, that's awesome. Home of NRL on YouTube. I have to check out your YouTube, brother. Dragon Spoon again. Damn. Sharks minor premiership. Damn. Penrith 3-peat. None of that stuff's out of could definitely happen. Yeah. It's not that bold, but Roosters smash everyone. Possibly. I think it depends how they use the cheese. Raiders and Broncos out of the 8. I've Raiders top 4, eh? They've got a real easy schedule, but yeah, Broncos could definitely miss the 8. Cowboys win the premiership. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if they got the juice. But 100% a possibility. They were such an improved team. But we'll have to wait and see. Can Cotter have the same year he had last year? Can Nanai have the same year he had last year? Can Deedon and Townsend, are they going to be as good as they were last year? Like they had all those players. I mean, Nanai and Cotter are essentially brand new, but essentially were so much better than I thought they were. So there's a chance that those players that really drove that push just come back to the pack a little bit. Like I said this to a mate the other day. He's like, man, I'm going to clean up with Nanai in the first, anytime try scorers this year. I'm like, and I'm not bagging Nanai, he's a gun, but you got to remember when he burst onto the scene, no one had seen him before, no one had done film on him, no one knew anything about the kid. No one knew he could literally step 3 metres sideways. Like that doesn't not many second rows can do that. Now they've all done work on it. You watched his tries dry up a little bit towards the end of the year because everyone did film on him. Everyone knows he likes to step in. You know what I mean? Like they worked him out a little bit. So, but having said that, man, I love Nanai. Huge fan, proper athlete. But yeah, we'll have to see. Panthers Sharks grand final. Dragons spoon again. Oh my god. Cowboys missed the 8. Like I said, like all that stuff I just said, like just remember a lot of the Cowboys players played out of their skin this year. They lost Hammer, they lost Gilbert. Leilua's, is it Leilua? The second rower who hit his misses or whatever. He's possibly going to be out as well for a while. You know what I mean? There's a few negatives there, but we'll have to wait and see. I like when the Cowboys are good. I love watching them play. NRL Freaks 06. All right, Panthers. Okay, he's just done a list. Okay, I've got to give this dude a like. He's put a lot of effort in. Panthers 1, Roosters 2, Cowboys, premiership? Damn, okay. Sharks runner-up. So Sharks, Cowboys. I don't think Sharks can make the grand final, but okay. Rabbits, Cowboys, Broncos, Bulldogs, most improved club. Eels, 8th, okay, yeah. Tigers, Manly, Raiders, decent club. Warriors, Titans, Dragons, Knights. Alright, I like all that. I actually don't mind a lot of that, eh? Like none of that stuff. If it finished like this, you wouldn't be shocked. Like that's something that could definitely happen. So I don't mind this list at all. I'll have to comment to this dude later. Dolphins top 8. No chance. Broncos wooden spoon. Damn. Panthers to make the grand final, but come second to a very controversial decision. Wow, you've gone in depth, Chris. Damn. Okay. Damn. Roosters to win the minor premiership. Bunnies top 4. Dolphins to get the spoon. Yeah. Like it. Knights spoon. Roosters premiership. Bulldogs 8th. Okay. Dragons top 4. Nah. Just nah. I think about 11 teams better than at least 11 teams better than the Dragons this year. Tigers top 8. Bulldogs spoon. Ooh, okay. Bulldogs 6th. Eels 10th. Roosters premiership. Damn. Anyone else think the Eels are going to drop out of the 8? Like they just went to a grand final last year. That's pretty rare to go from grand final out. I think Tigers were the last team to do that. Maybe actually, I think Parramatta might have done it in 2010. Cowboys to miss the 8. Dolphins spoon. Dogs to struggle early and end up finishing 8th and making a preliminary final. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Tigers to make the 8. Roosters to win it. Blues 3-0. That's possible, man. That's all possible. Like I said, I had a look at Tigers 1 to 13. It's a good team. It's a real good team. It's just how they can gel now. Cowboys to win the grand final. Warriors top 10. Panthers to miss the top 4. I don't see how Panthers can miss the top 4. Like, they're the thing that's been best about the Panthers over the past few years has just been the consistency. They're sort of like Melbourne. They don't lose to bad teams. You know, the games they have lost have been to, like, you know, I mean, no, they lost a few when, like, Cleary and stuff was out and they've rested a lot of players and stuff, but, you know, they lose to Parramatta, you know, they lose to, you know, the Bunnies, they've lost, you know, they've only lost to big teams, you know, so, I don't know, we'll have to, for them to drop a lot of games and drop out of the top 4, it's going to be tough. All right, West Tigers to win the minor premiership. Look, man, I'd love to see that, bro. Eels just to sneak into the top 4. If Eels make the top 4, I'd say it would be just slipping in like they did last year. Cowboys minor premiers, but lose to Para or Penrith in the... Okay, where? King Gutho on top. Okay, Parramatta's fan. There you go. Parramatta to miss the 8. Tigers 7th. Penrith to lose in the prelim to the Roosters. And Api Koroisau Dally M. He's the best hooker in the game in my opinion, so why not? Raiders push for top 4. I'm with you there, brother. I reckon they're gonna be top 4 for sure. Well, not for sure, but very good chance. I'm gonna put some money on them. I think they're paying $4.50 or $5 to make the top 4. Bulldogs to miss the 8. Rabbitohs to get the minor premiership. Para to just sneak into the top 4. Okay. Broncos and Cowboys top 4. Manly wouldn't spoon. Dolphins 10th or 12th. I don't think Dolphins can come 10th to 12th. So Dolphins, to come about 10 to 12th, you're going to need to win about 12 games. Like 10 games to 12 games. You play 24 in a season. They're playing top 8 teams, you know, I think 11 or 12 times. They're going to lose all those. I just don't see it happening, I just don't see how Dolphins can finish that high. Penrith win again, yep. Parramatta top 2. Oh, there you go. Eels, Roosters, Penrith. Okay, top 3. Roosters win the comp. Tigers top 8 and Warriors top 17. Cheeky cunt. That's funny. Roosters finals. Manly out of the 8. Turbo season injury. First 7 rounds he's already injured. South Prems, Dragons top 8. Titans spoon. Damn, I don't know about that. I just don't see the Dragons being top 8. I want to know who thinks the Dolphins can make the top 8 and Para won't. This is a joke, right? Penrith, Melbourne, done. Penrith/Melbourne, done, won't make the top 4. Won't make the top 4, I guess that means. I don't know how you can say the most consistent teams over the past 4 or 5 years won't make the top 4, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Sharks minor premiers, Knights top 8, and Dragons wooden spoon. Man, everyone's hating on the Dragons. All right, let's skip down a couple. Latrell, Dally M, Bulldogs to go to the finals. South to make the grand final. I reckon this is an undercover Bunnies fan right here. But man, I'd love to see Latrell get the Dally M. Penrith miss the top 8, not happening. Doggies top 4, Bunnies win the comp, and Dolphins, Newcastle fight for the spoon, maybe. Dolphins and Dogs top 8. Alright, I know this guy's cooked. Bulldogs top 4. No. Rabbitohs minor premiers and... Rabbitohs minor premiers and premiers. Raiders spoon. No. Tigers make the 8. Storm miss the 4. Panthers go back to back to back. Possibly, brother. I don't mind that one. Ben Simmons MVP. Wrong post, brother. Cows minor, first time ever. Jason Tamalolo, Dally M. Cowboys versus Penrith GF. I don't think that the Cowboys can beat Penrith in the grand final. I just don't think. it's possible. I just don't. Man, just go back and watch Parramatta versus Penrith and tell me anyone that can beat them when they're playing like that. It's just... Tigers playing finals this year. I hope so, man. Doggies make the 8, maybe. Dylan Edwards will win the Dally M. Sharks miss the 8. Pappenhausen and Travojevic won't be in the top 5 fullback debate due to the injuries. Possibly. Broncos top 4, Dragons top 8. Sizzling, brother. You're sizzling. Penrith go 3-peat from outside the top 4. Okay, I like that. That's cool. I like hearing these unique ones, these ones that are a little bit outside the box. And it's just not like my team's going to win and everyone else sucks. Roosters win the grand final. Gold Coast Spoon. Warriors top 8. Manly bottom 8. It's bottom 9 now. Storm won't finish top 4. Possibly, man. I don't think we're going to know what the Storm are going to be like. We'll know early, but I think it'll take 5 or 6 rounds to know what the Storm are going to be like. Sharks struggle throughout the year and come 8th. Their draw is a bit harder, and I don't know if Hines can carry them like they did last year. Yeah, that's a possibility, but they've got another year of gelling as well. So, but damn, he was good last year. Let's go. Tigers and Doggies into the top 8. Penrith for the 3-peat and Warriors into the semis. I hope so, brother. I love all that. I reckon the Roosters will win I reckon the Roosters will win, and the team that is different. And I'm not even a Roosters fan. Hang on. I reckon the Roosters will win. That team is different, bro. And I'm not even a Roosters fan. Okay, got that out. LeVar Ball. I wonder if that's the real LeVar Ball. I doubt it. All right. I'm so keen to see what the Roosters look like. I don't think I've ever been keener to see what a team looks like. I love what they put together, but I'm like, how's it going to work? I don't know how it's going to work. I see all these, podcasters and people talking about how they're going to do this and do that. And I think Turpin will start and this and that. Shut up. Let's just sit back and see what the Roosters do. Stop trying to guess what they're going to do. We're going to know soon. And let's fucking watch this team. It's stacked. It is stacked, this Roosters team. I cannot wait. Sharks win the GF. Paps gets the Dally M if stays fit. Doesn't look like Paps is even going to be starting the season, bro. So I don't know if that's going to happen. Pappy will go uninjured for 10 rounds straight. Don't think so, bro. Warriors coaching staff will lose touch with their playing rotation. Raiders top 4. Their draw is easy as hell and they have a strong team. Underrated. Agreed, brother. Bulldogs top 8. Addo Carr picked for Origin again. Manly bottom 4. All possible, bro. Dolphins in the top 8. Let's go. Tigers and Bulldogs top 8. Roosters minor premiership. Dally M Trill Mitt. Titans make the 8. Possibly. Alright, can see the Tigers reclaiming that 9th position. That's harsh. But alright, so what did we take from all that? I took that a lot of people think the Dragons are done this year and they suck. I took that a lot of people think Panthers are going to go back to back to back, and a lot of people think that Tigers and the Doggies are going to be much improved. And I hope all those things are pretty right or pretty close to being right. I'd love to see a new team win other than the Panthers, even though I go for the Panthers. But, it is what it is. But I think most people are right about the Dragons being towards that bottom. However, I think they're going to be able to win more games than the Dolphins. The Dolphins are going to have it tough, man. I'm telling you, it's not... They've been asked to put together a team on short notice with no extra money, no extra funding. They haven't been able to attract anyone. The team's old. It's old in the wrong places and young in the wrong... How does that work? It's sort of old in the wrong places, you know what I mean, and inexperienced in the wrong places as well, if that makes sense. Like, it's just... Yeah, like I think they should have gone for a young, hectic, strong forward pack that's going to blast through the middle and picked up some good old head halves and stuff like that. Instead, they've got an old pack and an inexperienced halves, an inexperienced fullback. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That's, far be it for me to tell Wayne Bennett what to do. But I just think it's the wrong way around. Like, yeah, I would have been picking up hard running, hectic forwards that are just going to blast through the middle, and then some really good old head, halfbacks and hookers and a really old school, just veteran spine to go off the back of that. I know Milford's old, but he's washed, man. Milford's washed as like. But anyway, thanks for chatting rubbish with me, homies. I'll see you on the next one.